Hi, this is Benson De Silva from Guru Schools.
Hi everyone, I'm Tejaswini from the.
Hey, hello everyone. This is Ruby.
Hi everyone, my name is Radha. I'm a student at Guru School.
I just want to speak on some pointers that we learned. Uh, Business analyst models. In business analyst models, we do not write the process, but we define and depict it through a design. So by using the business analyst tools, it gives us the power to analyze the business in detail, and depending on the requirements, we can come up with different design models to define the process. So we have the activity diagram, we have the product roadmap, we have mind map, we have SWOT analysis, fishbone diagram, process flow diagram. We also learned about models like visual models. Then we have the ER diagram, WBS. Then we have the workflow diagram. We conversion of tool diagram, and then we studied about document templates and understanding. We also studied about the defect life cycle. The moment we identify the errors and discrepancies between the expected and what is actual, we have to report it in this process of management. We also learned about a V model. Then we learned about docs, templates, and understanding, wherein we have different kind of documents. Project vision document. We have requirement management plan document, user stories, user cases. We have the BRD, business requirement documents. Then we have the functional specification requirement document. Then we have the functional requirement document. Then we have the system requirement document and the systems requirement specification document, test cases. We also learned the life cycle of the payment plan. Then we learned the life cycle of the healthcare plans. Then we also learned the life cycle of the insurance plan. And I think it was a very informative sessions, and getting there to be a Scrum Master or a business analyst. Thank you so much.
Today we had the first introductory session. We started off the session with the 6 pillars, the code of honor, as well as the golden quadrant that is required to stay motivated, focused, as well as disciplined throughout the course. To summarize today's session, we discussed about what Agile is. The basics of Agile. Agile is the methodology for delivering. This is a time-consuming process, but is done as the most effective one, as it follows, as it involves the stakeholders in every step. We also discussed about what modern Agile is. Modern Agile brings in the best of the personality, as well as it involves the timelines, and it also delivers value continuously and consistently. After this, we discussed about the business analysis. Which is the backbone of Agile, involves 3 different models. The waterfall model or the spiral model involves a linear structure, which involves requirements gathering, documentation, coding, design or document development, coding, testing, deployment, support, and maintenance. This is a linear structure, so it has not been successful in complex scenarios where complex projects are involved. Are involved. And the next one is the V model, which involves unit case testings, where at every stage there is testing involved, like the user acceptance testing, system integration testing, understanding the components, the component testing, software development life cycle, the unit testing, where developers test their own work. The V model is nothing but the development and testing goes hand in hand. So like, every step it involves testing. And the last one is the pair programming. So this is all about today's session. Thank you.
We basically begun the training by introducing ourselves, speaking. Each of us spoke a little about our professional background, our educational background, and what our goal is, for enrolling for this training, and what we plan to achieve at the end of the training. We then moved on to discussing the 6 core values of the training, the 6 pillars basically, of how we got to show up live, be punctual, do our assignments, and the level of our commitment. They also spoke about how we're supposed to be good students, do all our assignments, repeat our work, taking responsibility of our own success and our failure, and how it's encouraged to have a positive mindset and an attitude of gratitude, and basically how we should be givers and always be thankful. From there on, we moved to speak briefly about what actually a business analyst job profile is, and the definition basically was creating new models by optimizing the cost and using your past experience to improve products in the future. From there on, we moved to basically discussing the various software life cycle, the software life cycles, and what different kinds of software life cycles exist, and what their evolution and history is, what their positive and negative points are. We were briefly introduced to the waterfall model, where everything was happening in a sequence, one by one. So basically gathering requirements for the customer, then reviewing all the requirements and everything stage by stage. Post that, when we were given the negative points for the waterfall model, it was basically that it was a very slow process. The client was not being involved in the process from the very beginning, so that was making it more and more difficult and complicated for them to keep up with those kind of slow models, and which were resulting in very low client satisfaction, and that's why they had to kind of move on to something which would be more faster and would give them higher customer value. So post that, we then discussed the agility models, where projects are being delivered in shorter sprints, each sprint lasting from about 1 week to 4 weeks, where the client was being involved from the very beginning, so that we get continuous feedback from the end users, that's the client, about whether we are moving in the correct direction, what needs to be improved, or what they absolutely like about the project. So those models turned out to be more faster, even they were more cost efficient, and they were resulting in more profits, of course, for the organization, and higher client satisfaction. So these were like the basic two models and a little bit of introduction to Agile. Thank you. Bye bye.
What I learned and what I remember, I am going to summarize here. The first session we learned is the what is the agile history, agile evolution, and the agile set of values and the principles. Before that agile evolution, I'm going to introduce the traditional software development life cycle, that is a waterfall model, we can call as an V model. In waterfall life cycle model, the first step is the requirement gathering, then analysis, documentation, designing, coding, testing, then deploy and deliverable, then uh, uh, then then the step is the support and the maintenance. In this waterfall lifecycle model, we have the pros and cons. The pros is the waterfall lifecycle model works when the project is very simple and the customer knows what exactly they want. That means the customer has the clear picture. Then waterfall model is very easy to deliver the project. If you see the cons, the defects in waterfall model is it is the time boxing, and there are the risk factors, some and mostly the customer is a disappointment. The most drawback of the waterfall life cycle model is if the customer wants to change any significant change, he cannot change it. That means he cannot change any improvements or any requirements until the projects deliver. This is the main drawback of the waterfall model. Because of these drawbacks, in 2001, 17 software people introduced the Agile Manifesto. What is Agile? Agile is the methodology. It breaks into the project into the small applications or small several phases. In each phase, the customer continuously collaborates and improvements and the process in each stage. Then the team members start working with the planning, execution, and the evaluation. Where Agile works easily, where Agile works. If the customer is ready to accept the large application into breaks into the small pieces and ready to accept the changes and hook it up until it is delivered as the whole, then that means the agile methodology works mostly in the if the project is the complex project and we can breaks the large application into the small pieces. Here I'm going to show you the PowerPoint presentation is for Agile. Agile has the 4 values and the 12 principles. The PowerPoint slide shows the 4 values and the 12 principle. This is my conclusion for the first week of the Agile introduction. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you.